Welcome aboard this live launch with Hunky Dory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunky Dory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hunky Dory TV. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. We have had a fab week in here already. We've had some amazing new products for you. Obviously, we've had our Technique Tuesday as well. It has been rather marvellous. I've had so many people contact me as well after Tuesday saying they've got their embossing powders out, they've had the heat guns out, they've been having a play and trying all the techniques that we tried on Tuesday. So I'm so pleased. I hope you all managed to have a go at them as well. We have got a brand new launch for you today. Very exciting. Another one. Spoiling you guys. Huh?
Another one.
Another one. We are totally spoiling you this week. In the corner, if you haven't already heard, we have got the fabulous Natalie.
Good morning.
It's been forever since we've worked together.
I think so. Like at least 3 weeks.
At least.
Yeah.
It feels like ages. But we are in for a fun-filled show because we have got those gorgeous decoupage books for you today. We also have Emily looking after us. Were you in yesterday with your broken car?
No.
No, she had a broken car.
Broken car.
And then you thought you fixed your broken car, but then it's broken again, hasn't it? Not having a fun time with the broken car. Are you okay other than your broken car though, Emily?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, we're all good. We're all good. Okay, before we get into our new launch, shall we take a look at this week's Win It Weekly? Totally my favourite. Honestly, my favourite Win It Weekly that I think we've ever done.
I can't believe this is it.
It's awesome, isn't it?
It's a mega prize.
We are giving away 3 of our stamping presses. Look at this. It's so gorgeous. Boop, boop, boop. If you'd like to be with the chance of winning this, though, you need to answer our question correctly. We would like to know from you, candy floss was invented by A, a hairdresser, B, a dentist, or C, a magician. Let us know what you think the answer is. Lots of people are all saying the same answer. I have a feeling that could be the correct one, but I don't know. We are giving away 3 of these tomorrow on the show, so you've still got time to get your answer in, but we will be announcing the winners tomorrow. Very exciting. I love Fridays. We just give so much stuff away. It's awesome. We spin the wheel as well. And obviously we'll be announcing our Win It Weekly. Okay, shall we get in to today's new launch? They're beautiful. These are just fabulous. So what we have done is we have taken some of our absolute favourite artwork and we've put them into our decoupage books. And we love doing that because, you know, not everybody's into toppers, not everybody's into little books, not everyone's into decoupage books. So we use the artwork in lots of different ways to just cover all bases, make sure everybody's happy. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at our beautiful acorn wood. Let me get this in right. Oh, I can come back a bit. So they are $11.99 each, but we do have a multi-buy for you. Okay, so if you want to get all 3, can you get any 3 or do you have to get these 3, Emily? You can get any 3 for £28.77.
Ooh, that's good, isn't it?
It is good, isn't it? It saves you 20%. But if you want the brand new ones, then this is the one to go for. It's your Deck Book Bund 005. I thought that was upside down then. So what you're going to find in here is you're going to get all of your bases, like your little base layers. Let me just pop that down so we can see better. And then you're going to get all of your decoupage layers. So these are not die cut for you. All the layers are decided though, so you can just snip them out. If you're like me, I love a bit of fussy cutting. You love a bit of fussy cutting, don't you, Nat?
Yes, I do.
We love to just fussy cut. It's so therapeutic on an evening, especially. You know, when you're watching TV and it's something that you don't really have to concentrate on, you can just sit there, doing a bit of fussy cutting, and then the next day you can just put all your cards together. It's brilliant. So you're getting everything you need in here. You've got 72 pages, and that is going to make you 48 decoupaged toppers. So you're going to get 48 of these, if you will. Let me just flip it a little bit better. About there. Oh, aren't they awkward? There we go. Look at all the different designs. We've got that cute bunny from our acorn wood. We've got the fox. We've got the badger, that gorgeous little hedgehog. We've got the whole fam in here. Look, you've got the bunting. And some of these little bits, you know, some of them are really tiny. And if you're looking at some of these bits and thinking, well, I don't actually want to cut that out. It's too tiny. You don't have to.
No.
There's no rules to say you have to cut out and use every single layer.
You could just use some of the base layers.
You could.
Save up the pieces, use them as elements, use them to create backgrounds.
This was one of my favourites
I
in the
did
whole
like this
collection,
one.
this one. I love it. It's so cute. Look at them in the little sailboats. Oh, and the little band. It's just adorable. The hot air balloon is very cute as well. Absolutely gorgeous artwork. Perfect for so many different occasions, so many different people. You know, kids are going to love cute, but equally, us grown-ups love cute as well. It's
Especially when it's this cute.
Oh, definitely, definitely. So that is your acorn wood. Shall we have a look at a few little makes before we head over to Natalie?
There's some great
Oh.
cards here as well. The design team did an amazing job with this. They always do, but I love to see how they take this collection and transform it into something.
Yeah, and just seeing how other people see it and how they make other cards. Look at this one. Let me just bring this in.
This.
So you can see, look at that. That
It's
is
such a clever idea.
so cute from Kirsty. It's absolutely adorable. I love that. Then we have this one here. This is another gorgeous one. Look how you can make your bigger cards as well. You've got an A5 card there.
You don't have
So-
to make small ones.
No, absolutely complete opposite from that one there. Oh, this one's another cutie from Emma. Look at that. Oh, she used the Duo Design paper pads here.
Yes.
Ooh.
Duo Design paper pads and Adorable Scoreable is your
Nice.
perfect
It is,
sort of
isn't it?
starting point when you're making cards with this collection.
Oh, look at that Wally Bubbles. This one is by the lovely Kelly Lloyd. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Natalie, what are you going to make for us?
Well, what are we going to make? That
Well,
is
we
the
didn't-
question.
Nobody knows.
To start off with, we're going to use this lovely image. Now, I've already cut my base layer and I've cut some of my other bits, but I wanted to show you just how easy it is to cut these and put them together. So what Alan's done and the team have done is they've sort of put numbers next to your images. So you can use your craft knife. I like to use my scissors when I'm cutting with these papers because they are a really good GSM. It's 150, isn't it, Anne-Marie?
Yes.
So 150, so it's like our little books, like our paper pads, anything like that. It's really super smooth and it's super easy to cut around. And I wouldn't be afraid when cutting around here. I mean, I'm going into some of this design here. But the beauty of this is that when you layer it all up, it still looks fantastic. And like Anne-Marie said, if you don't want to cut all of this detail out or go around these little flowers here like we've got, then just trim around them like I'm doing here. Take away that greenery. Be your own, and this is what's great about these decoupage books. You are in charge of what you create, so you can cut some little bits off if you don't necessarily want them on there. You can trim your pieces of image down so you create your own sort of layers here, and you don't have to use them all either.
No.
So
you could like alternate.
yeah,
You could just add one layer and it would still look fab.
it would look really cool, wouldn't it? So just trimming this bit off. Now we're nearly around to the edge, and this is layer 1. So you've got 1A, 1B and 1C, which are your smaller butterflies that you'll see at the top of this page. So just trimming around here and cut around this little bit.
Have we tried cutting these in our scan and cut?
We haven't.
Maybe we
That
should
is
try
not
that.
something that we have tried, but how amazing would that be?
That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
if it would just trim around all of the little pieces and
I
put
must
it out
admit,
for
I don't
you.
really know how to use it. So
No, we are a bit
we're
of
a bit
novice,
new, aren't
aren't
we?
we, when it comes to that machine. So then you can use your different size foam pads to lay these up, or you can use your glue if you're someone who likes to use pinfly glue when you're decoupaging. So you want to get some of your bigger ones, and then your smaller squares are absolutely perfect for bits and pieces like this, because you can just dot them around and pick them up, and you know that you've got all your sort of edges covered here. So one more, I'm just going to add another little one down here, and then we'll peel off your backing and lay this up just like you would with your decoupage. So it's kind of like the fun of your decollage mini version, and then you've also got that freedom of using your own sort of like initiative to create your own layers, which I really love as well.
It's just so cute, that image, isn't it? It's adorable.
I really, really like it. So, layer 2, you have your welly bobs, and then you've got your little
this one's
little
quite
rabbit there.
a good one, isn't it? Because all the layers are quite chunky.
They are, and quite a lot of the layers aren't too bad. We've done it a little bit different when we've created this, haven't we, than normal? Because normally normally there's quite a lot of smaller pieces. I mean, with this one in particular, you do have a lot of small flowers and little bits and pieces because the artwork is quite big. But then, like we've said, you don't have to use all of that. It's completely up to you. So this one is going to sit on there, and then let's bring in our third layer. So our third layer again has the wellies on, and then you've got, but this time the second welly is missing, so you've got even more sort of dimension just bursting from that page. And then we've got, I think there's an ear missing from this bunny.
Where's the ear?
So it's just going to stand a little bit taller. And what I like about it being paper as well is that if you're someone who really likes to shape your decoupage, then you're going to get the best effect with that. You know, you can bring in your little embossing tools and really go quite crazy on this paper. So just a couple more flowers. So I'm going to pop that one on here. And then what's left on our sheet, I don't think there's that much. What I'm going to do is probably just cut out my bunny here that's going to sit on top of my boot, and that little edge there for it to sit on. And then we'll cut out the other bunny's head, and we'll leave the other bits, I think. And then the fun bit is getting all of your stash out and seeing what bits and pieces you've got that'll coordinate really nicely. And like we said earlier, our new adorable scoreable and our decoupage, our duo design pads work really, really nicely.
You had the adorable scoreable yesterday, didn't you?
We did. We launched that yesterday. We did some crazy cards yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah. They were all over crazy.
Oh, this is exciting. You'll have to show me afterwards.
Mad shapes.
Oh.
So let's pop these on now. And again, we'll use those super tiny squares. And this is why it's great to get, you know, that mixed bundle, because you get all of these different shapes and sizes included. And when it comes to doing things like decoupage, they are absolutely perfect. I'm going to try and just trim one little bit in half and see if I can get this to fit on that tiny little strip there. And I think
it feels like forever ago, but we cut all the layers out for these, didn't we?
Yeah.
From the original artwork. So myself and Natalie did that. And when was that? Because it feels like...
It was pre-Christmas.
I was going to say, I think it was, wasn't it? Because it does feel like ages ago.
It was. It was a really, really long time ago. But I think it was really quite nice, actually, because we were able to say, from a crafter's point of view, where we thought, one, it looked best, and two, it wasn't a little bit too much, and you didn't have lots of little tiny bits. So now we've got our image together, we can start building this up. So I've been really sort of like influenced by the pink and the florals in here. Now we've got this really nice flower pattern in our collection. You can see the tone is a little bit off. So what we're going to do is bring in some parchment, because layering parchment on top is going to give us a lot of a softer look. So we're going to start off with, I'm going to do a large card as well, because I like to show how you can do it differently. So we've got an 8x8, which first of all I'm going to just trim down to 6. So it makes a 6x8. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut half of this front off. Oh. So just really, really lightly, I'm going to mark it with my trimmer. So not using that much pressure at all because I don't want it to go through both sides, but it will just cut that one side off. And then we can put it back in and just take that down to that line there, and that'll pop away nicely. I'm going to bring in some purple because we do have like a bluey purple tone in here. So I'm going to bring in this purple. So we'll do a 6x8 and then we'll do a 3x8 in this purple. So let's just trim these down. And then with my flower cardstock, I'm going to do exactly the same, but we're going to take 2 notches off each side. So 1 at 6, 1 at 3, 2 notches below the 3, and then we'll take that down to 2 notches below the 8. So just make sure that's all lined up. And our amazing scoreboard cutter just glides through that cardstock, which is crazy, isn't it? Because it's such a,
you put them through quite a lot,
weight of cardstock. And then the same again for this, because we're going to go onto here. So this time we're going to go even further down from our pattern paper, and we're going to go another 2 notches. So that's essentially going to be at the 3/4 mark. So 2 3/4, 5 3/4, and then at 7 3/4. And that's going to allow us to have a tiny bit of that really bright pink showing as well.
Yeah.
So now we can build this up. So you want to get some tape handy.
She says.
We've got some. And then I'm going to just tape across all of here. Now I'm not going to tape my parchment down.
Okay.
Not just yet. So just on your adorable scorable layers, we'll add our tape.
Everyone is loving that adorable scorable.
It's the best one. I think it was my favourite one to use yesterday. We made a Mother's Day card with it because I think the colours are just beautiful. Add in some like shimmer card as well into it. It makes it so fun.
You could cut some of those flowers out and make like a little bouquet, couldn't you? It's gorgeous.
That would look really cute. Right, so now
that's lovely.
Let's peel our tape off these ones and we can get layering this and start building up our card so you can really see this come to life now. So pop this onto here, and that's going to give you that really thin layer of purple, which because it's not an exact match, sometimes having the thinner layer allows it to not be as obvious.
Yeah.
So we'll pop that.
It looks really nice.
Onto the front of here.
Makes that pink a little bit more purple.
Yeah.
It's mad how it's changed that.
Like brings it out a little bit more. And then we'll pop this one. We need to get some finger lift in here, Emily. It was my own fault because we didn't have it yesterday. I should have brought it. Need that super speedy finger lift tape.
So I can't use the finger lift tape.
No, you're a fan of the thinner one, aren't you, as well? She got some.
She's got some.
She's some.
Ace.
So this will go on the inside of our card, like so.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And then we'll add our parchment. Now, to do this, what I'm going to use is my, I hope I have some. I do. My glue dots. So I'm going to go in with my glue dots, and then I'm going to add gemstones on top. So it makes it less sort of obvious that we're using this space up. So
they're quite good though, the glue dots, aren't they?
They are.
They're not as visible.
They're not as visible as if you use like a foam pad. They are quite good actually. And I like to just place them on first. Remove that back in. And then I think they sit really nicely.
I think it's because they don't have like the straight edges of tape.
No.
I don't know, it's almost like it's just not as noticeable.
So let's pop that on and then we'll flip this over and line it up.
Ooh.
So we've got that on there, but like you say, you can't properly see it.
No.
But it just brings it together. And then some gemstones. Now I'm going to go in, I think, with this light blue colour because it's super, super light, but it's not as obvious. Or the purple might look quite nice actually. Let's go in with the purple ones. So I'm just going to put it on the top because obviously the bottom ones, you won't see it as much when it's closed. So just place that over there. And we'll add our parchment to the bottom piece and add 4 more gemstones then. So...
There's lots of people watching this morning.
Oh, hello.
Let us know what you're up to. Which is your favourite decoupage book? We've got the Acorn Wood, which we're showing you now, but we do also have Springtime Florals, and we have Horse and Country. Let us know which is your fave.
I'll squish that one up a little bit there. It might be
Michelle
raised up a bit
said,
too
I
much.
bet you forgot to restock the fingerless tape in the Facebook room.
I did. They knew. I said I need to get some more, and I didn't. So I've just removed that one because it was bubbling up a little bit, but I'll be able to use it on something else. It's now stuck to my finger. Great.
They're very sticky.
They are super sticky. Honestly, I think you could use these to stick on like false nails, you know.
I reckon you
And you'd be
could.
good for a week. Super, super sticky. Okay, so again, popping this on top. So you're still going to get that really darker shade of pink, but it just allows it to be more in line with the colours that we've got going on in this collection. So then again, more of our largest gemstones. I'm just going to put them over here to sort of hide our workings where we've stuck that down. And then I'm going to pop this in the middle section. So I've got some foam pads on here. Oh, I have actually got the foam pads all the way up because I didn't know what I was going to do with this card.
Everyone is loving Acorn Wood right now, but is that only because you've seen Acorn Wood? Wait till we show you the other two.
So pop that on there, and then Some Bunny Loves You, because I think it would be super cute for a Valentine's Day card.
Wouldn't it? Or Easter with the little bunnies.
Oh, there you go.
Hello. Oh, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Natalie. We'll be back. We have 2 more demos lined up for you. But first of all, we're going to look at our next little book. No, decoupage book. Call it the right thing, Anne-Marie. That would be useful. So we have got Springtime Florals. Ah, look at this. And I love that this has got a whole range of different styles of florals in here. So we've got that real sort of traditional watercoloured look. We have some which are a little bit more funky in style. I love the mum one. That's going to be great for Mother's Day. Again, we've got some more welly bobs, but with some flowers in. All your layers in there as well. Look at those. They're just gorgeous. Again, nice chunky layers. And with the florals, you know, when it comes to like some of these bits, more with this one actually, some of these leaves, if you look at them thinking, well, they're just a bit fussy for me, you don't have to cut them out. No. Don't be afraid of making that decision and saying, no, I'm not cutting it out. Not this time.
No, don't want to use this bit.
Yeah, I don't want to use it. It's absolutely fine. This one's lovely, isn't it? I love the window box one. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, so beautiful. Perfect for the time of year, you know, sort of going into spring. It is on its way.
It is.
It's coming. I felt like it was a little bit lighter this morning.
Oh my goodness, this whole week. So
yeah.
Yesterday I got up, and then today I got up, and I went to the let the dog out, and I was like, oh my God, it's actually light outside.
It's a little bit light, yeah.
You can see.
Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? Oh, look at these. Absolutely stunning florals. Oh my goodness, look at the cross. How gorgeous is that? That's going to be perfect for Easter, sympathy cards, you know, absolutely anything there. It's gorgeous. Maybe like a christening or something like that as well. It's beautiful. Oh, look at the colours in this one.
Aren't they really nice? Like
Yeah.
more autumnal, dark burgundies.
It's gorgeous.
I do love flowers when I'm crafting.
Oh, me too. Me too. Whenever me and Stacey are talking about plans for like moonstone dies or for the lover stamp, she's like, what's she doing? I'm like, flowers. It's hard for me to come away from flowers because I just love all the flowers. Shall we have a look at some of the mates, because there's some absolutely stunning cards that the team have made. This one is by the lovely Sally.
Oh, I love this.
I love this. I love how
I love a tunnel card.
I love a tunnel card. They're so easy to do, aren't they?
They really are.
So simple, but they look so effective. And I like how she's sort of roughed up the card a little bit. I don't know if you can see if I bring it really close in. Can you see how she's like sort of just roughed up the edges, gave it a little bit more of a rustic sort of feel. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then we have this one. I think, look at the complete difference in that one. We've got one that's like a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit more vintage, a little bit roughed up. And then we've got this one that's got mirrory and it's shiny and it's beautiful. Look at the layers.
Oh, it's crazy this one, isn't it, for layers?
Ah, it's gorgeous.
Almost poke you in the eye.
I love that. Again by Sally. Look at this one from Kirsty. Oh, what is this? Is this the
Duo Design
Duo
paper
Design?
pad.
That looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Again, look at the layers. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this one is by Amy, and I love what she's done here because she's cut out around the white so it's not as fussy.
Yeah, and it makes it stand out a little bit more as well, doesn't it? It gives it a completely different look.
It's really lovely, isn't it?
It's very fresh and clean.
That is an option if you want to. If you don't want to be as fussy, just cut around the white edge. Oh, and look at this one. We love this one. I just love the colours.
It's really pretty, isn't it?
Isn't it beautiful?
I like how she's created that step sort of, but it's stuck on the card.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
It gives it a lot more dimension. It's kind of like a little secret pocket.
That would be a cute idea, wouldn't it? Like creating a little secret pocket, put little secret notes in. Okay, so that is our springtime florals. That one is also £11.99, but don't forget you can get all three for £28.77 or any three. If you want to choose any three from the website, we do have others available. You can do that as well, but this one will get you all three of the brand new ones. Okay, Nat, we're back.
Ready? Are you ready? I was just pulling out another piece of cardstock. I'm just testing the waters with this one. Okay, so for this one, we're going to use our layers in a completely different way. So I've got this beautiful, adorable scorable. This is from our most recent pattern packs. And then I've got my layers here. I've cut them out. They're ready to go. So what I'm going to do is start off with cutting this down to size. So I'm going to make, let's do a 6x6.
It's really
Because I think that's going to give me a lot more space. I'm still going to be able to fill it with some of this gorgeous stuff. I'm actually going to cut it slightly smaller because we're going to lay this up as well. So let's add 2 notches. We'll remove from that, so it's slightly smaller. And then while we're at it, let's do the rest of our cutting. So I was going to use a darker purple, but I can't find one that is the right shade. But that's not a problem because we can bring in some of our amazing craft markers and we can create the right shade. So 6x6 on that one, and then I'm going to bring in some acetate. So we're going to do an acetate front on this.
Ooh.
So let's do this at, should we do a bow or should we do just like a full front? What should we do?
A little bow?
Should we do a bow?
A little bow.
Okay, so you want it to be 6 inches one way, and then I'll do it at, we'll keep it at 8 1/4.
Okay.
Because that'll be perfect, won't it? Right.
Jackie has asked if these pads are made of that slippery paper.
They are.
They are our glossy paper, yeah.
So now I'm going to take some glue. You can use your prick stick for this, and it would do exactly the same job. And I knew the prick stick was missing because I looked for it yesterday. But that is also another thing that I did not remember to stock up on. So let's pop this on, and it's fine because it'll just stick nicely and it'll give us a nice even finish as well. So instead of using these elements to create our layers, we're going to use them to create our background.
Oh my goodness, how exciting is this?
So it's going to look completely different. And you don't need to focus as much on the center because that's where we're going to put our base layer.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. You just kind of want to get the outside edges with this. So
I love this idea.
I just think it's really cute, and the way that the flowers fall as well in this particular collection make it super, super easy to do this.
Oh, it's going to look fabulous.
I hope so.
I
think with like the rustic cardstock I've chosen as well, it is matte-tastic, so it is a bit of a mix of both matte and sort of your satin finish.
Though. I think it'll give it a bit of
sometimes it's quite nice to mix it all up.
I love this idea.
So let's keep going with this now. I'm going to add, maybe I should have added this one because this has another bit of a white flower. Let's just see if we can lift this up. And I'm sure we will be able to because, again, we're using our really sticky glue. So we'll pop that bit there. We'll add, and you can even chop these up, you know.
You could, yeah, you could make them into little small pieces.
Trim this flower away.
And obviously you're getting multiples.
Yeah, so if you wanted to use sort of like the larger background pieces that I've used that create that nice image, then you can do that. And then just some smaller flowers, because we've got the smaller ones here around the other edge. So
What an amazing idea. I would never have thought of doing this.
Got this one.
It's fab.
We'll pop on there. And then I'll leave the centre sort of clear because we're going to do another layer as well to bring it together. So I want to see if I can find my purples from my... Can you see purples there in the craft markers?
Ooh.
Can we see them?
This one?
Oh, yay.
There's some
Yes,
missing though.
this will work. I think this colour will be okay. We'll just do a little test on the centre. Perfect. Look at that purple.
Wow.
It's exactly the right colour. So now just using a little bit of card, because I don't want to dirty Emily's mat. I'm just going to use the chisel end of my alcohol marker. And remember, you can do this with your Adorable Scorable, because your alcohol marker will sort of cover any surface and stay there. But sometimes your colours that you have just aren't the right match, and you need to have that little extra bit just to bring it all together. So let's stick this down now onto our piece of Adorable Scorable. I'm gonna just trim.
Don't forget our Win It Weekly as well, guys. I'll just give you a quick reminder while Natalie's sticking. If you'd like to be with a chance of winning one of 3 of our stamping presses tomorrow when we announce the winners, you need to answer our question correctly. We would like to know, was candy floss invented by a hairdresser, a dentist, or a magician? Get your answers in and we will be picking 3 winners tomorrow.
So I've still got 1 layer left. I've got my main element piece and I've got my background as well. So I'm just going to add some of this Duo Design paper pad because it has the blue from the flowers. I'm going to just add a little 2.5-inch strip down the centre here.
Oh, how snazzy is this looking?
And then we'll cut this out, our base layer. Now I'm unsure of whether to put this inside or on top of the acetate.
Okay.
Because you can do both.
Yeah, you can.
I think we'll do it inside. I think it'll help tie everything together. So again, just using your scissors to follow that pattern that is on this base layer. It's a nice scalloped edge.
Yeah.
It is
a lovely
really easy to trim around. You can kind of just like start at a point and then just move the paper around to the end of the point and then pick that back up again. And you can get that nice, clean, scalloped edge look.
It's lovely. Remember to let us know which is your favourite as well. Is it still acorn wood or are you quite into the florals now?
I think the florals are really nice to be able to do lots of different things like this. So versatile,
yeah. Lots of different occasions as well. And you couldn't do this with the acorn wood one.
No, you can't. You could not create this sort of design and style with that one. I'm going to take the big sentiment.
Oh, nice.
This is quite a nice sentiment here. So just trim around that as well so we can stick that on when we've finished.
Natalie, when are we going to make some waffles?
Oh, I don't know, we need to, don't we?
We need to. So a few of us from the office went and played bingo on Monday night.
I was telling my mum how good it was last night on the phone.
Awesome,
she was like, how old are you?
We had the best time.
It's the best thing ever.
It was awesome, wasn't it?
It was so fun. It was really
loved
fun.
it. And I won a waffle maker, right? I didn't win the £6,000. I didn't even win a tenner. I won a waffle maker.
But we won a waffle maker. What's more important here?
So the waffle maker's in the car.
Waffle maker for me.
We said that we need to bring it in and make waffles. It's not just a waffle maker, Emily. It's a bubble waffle maker. Oh wow! I know.
It's really cool. Honestly, it's really cool.
I wasn't I?
Do you know how much you won it for? 25p.
25p. I know,
That's
right?
the best bit.
I put more money than that in.
However,
but it was just 25p on that game.
25p waffle maker. And the funniest thing about it was it was one of the games that's on the table, so it's like an electronic game. And Anne-Marie didn't even realise that she'd won.
No.
And the guy was saying, "Oh, we have a winner in Preston. There's definitely a winner here.
596.
Freshy thing to claim." And then we realised it was Anne-Marie.
As the guy walked over with the waffle maker. It was awesome. We had the best time, didn't we?
It was so much fun.
We had
need
some
to make it a
chips.
monthly occurrence.
We had a cheeky alcoholic beverage.
Okay, so pop this across the centre, and then let's stick it down. Once it's stuck down, then we can trim it off. So more tape.
Everyone's loving your tape idea, your pen idea, sorry, with the alcohol pens.
Oh, it's so easy sometimes because you can spend hours looking for the perfect cardstock shade.
That's it, and sometimes it just doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't. Especially when you've got artwork that kind of has so many different shades of purple in it as well.
Yeah. Linda's asking if we sell small clear bags to use when you're fussy cutting. We do sell quite a few different sizes of clear bags on the website. I think our smallest ones are probably maybe 5x5 or 6x4. But yeah, perfect for popping all your fussy cutting bits in. Or little envelopes if you've got lots of spare envelopes, like little 4x4s.
Yeah, envelopes is a good idea. I was just about to say little food bags as well.
Yeah, little sandwich bags. Anything really, just so that you don't lose all the bits and pieces, isn't it?
So I'm going to stick this now with my foam pads, make sure that it is the right way up. So pop that centrally in the middle.
Looking lovely.
And you'd never know that this wasn't meant to be before. We'll add a big foam pad across here.
June said that she usually leaves one layer to put on the inside of the card. That's a nice
idea
as well, isn't it?
That's a nice idea, because then you're jazzing up your own
Yeah.
inserts. If you've just got some of our sort of like core inserts,
just the plain ones.
stick one of these down.
That's a lovely idea.
It'll look really nice. Pop that in line there then. And you'll have a tiny bit of decoupage because obviously you are missing some of those nicer little elements from there. I bring my school board next because we need to create a bow for that front. So this is 6 by, oh, I've got something sticky on it. 6 by 8 and a quarter, so that normal A4 size. So just spin it round and score it at 2 because then you'll have a 6 1/4 inch gap between those other sections. Now we can turn this over, add some tape, and I'm actually going to use my double-sided because I do have red tape here, but it's a super skinny red tape, and I need a lot of
red tape as well.
Yeah, I need a whole stock up in here.
I'm sorry, I've just nearly invited someone on camera then. I clicked on you by accident. That would have been funny, wouldn't it?
I've got the super skinny. I need the thicker one.
The thicker one, Emily.
It's okay though.
She's looking.
We can wedge it in because we're going to stick it in.
Oh, she's got one.
Has she?
Do you want it?
Yeah. Because
it's good to us.
I don't want it to be falling apart. That's the only thing. You need the right tools.
We do.
So, pop this now. Oh, I've got sticky sticking everywhere. We'll go back over here. Add our red tape. We'll put 2 strips on because these 1-inch panels are quite thick.
Oh, Diane got a churro maker for Christmas. We've got a churro maker.
You do?
Yeah, we've got one at home. Mark bought it me.
Why didn't you tell me this?
And I know we could have had churros. Not last night? Not before, wasn't it? Tuesday night. But we've had a very busy social week already, haven't we? I was just thinking about that.
I know.
We had bingo on Monday, then Natalie came round for tea on Tuesday. We had a little Chinese while the boys were at footy. We could have had churros afterwards.
We could have.
But yeah, so what we did was it came with a mix that you just had water to or eggs or something like that. So we put it together, made some churros. But they get quite airy inside.
Yeah.
So the top just popped off the machine, flew off and churros went everywhere. So I haven't used it since because it's absolutely frightened me to death.
Because you're quite scared of what could happen next.
Yeah.
So now I've stuck that down. A little bit more tape just over these acetate sections. And then we'll stick this to our card blank. I loved the evolution of this card because I promise you, I knew I was going to do a crazy background, but I didn't know what else I was going to do when I came in. So
everyone is loving this card and they're saying how much
the craziest card
how many little cool tips they picked up, using the flowers for the backgrounds, using your pens for your matting and layering.
Oh, got a little bit of sticky something on there.
We can't see it on the camera, you're okay.
And then my sentiment, I'm going to use red tape here because we're sticking it to the front of the acetate. It's just going to create something really, really nice. And then we'll stick that just across the bottom here.
Oh, this is fabulous, Natalie.
And then there you go.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? And what an amazing idea that you're going to be able to use, even with like your decollage, using those layers to create backgrounds.
Yeah.
It's
And they'll
such
have
a cool
foiling
idea.
on them as well.
Yeah.
That will look super cool.
That is amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, are we ready for our final one? We have got the Horse and Country Decoupage book for you. And there's a little bit of a mix in here. Obviously, we've got those horses that we all absolutely adored from that Horse and Country collection. But we do have some other sort of countryside animals in here. You know, we've got our owls, beautiful arches there as well. I absolutely love that shape. Look at those nice chunky layers. We love those, don't we? We've got some doggies. Absolutely love those. My neighbour's got a sheepdog like this. He's called Milo, and he's absolutely adorable, but he's got the saddest little face. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, Milo, you look so sad. So cute. But he is gorgeous. Oh, look at these. Let's get in. No, this way.
Oh, this one's fun with the donkeys.
Oh, look at the donkeys and the dogs. Oh my gosh, isn't this the perfect thing ever? If only this would actually ever happen.
I know.
Cats, ducks, and little ducklings all in a basket. It's my favourite thing ever. I love that. It's so, so cute. Oh, the donkeys are adorable, aren't they? Oh, look at the little ducklings. It won't be long, will there, before there's little ducklings around on the parks and the ponds. Oh, what is this in here? Is that a little... Oh, it's a little deer.
doe.
Having a little snoozle.
Just so many nice images.
Oh, look at the little
really
mouse as
nice
well.
countryside feel. You know, if you're someone that loves the great outdoors, they're
it's
going to love
perfect.
this one.
Oh, again, nice chunky layers. That one's going to look amazing decoupage. You can see those layers instantly, can't you, in that artwork? It's stunning.
And I think the chunky layers help as well because it's so much more easier to craft with.
Definitely. I mean, that one is full of detail, but those layers, again, are quite nice and chunky. It's not going to be too hard to cut out. Oh, that was lovely, isn't it?
I really like this one. This one is the one we're going to use next.
Oh, it's beautiful.
The birds are just so... They just stand out.
And that's almost like a card front straight away, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely. Oh, the gorgeous horses. I like these little sentiments, that shape.
The little tags.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely adorable. Then we've got some more horses. I can't remember what these birds are called. Oh, it's really bugging me. You'll have to let us know if you know what the birds are. They're just so pretty, aren't they? Look at, again, nice chunky layers, but it's going to look incredible when that's decoupaged up. You're going to get so much depth in there. Ah, lovely. Absolutely stunning artwork. It's going to make you 48 decoupage toppers. You've got 72 pages in total. Look at all three of them together. I mean, have you seen anything more satisfying? Look at this. It's just fabulous, isn't it?
I love how it's like a little library. So if
Yeah.
you've got all of them, just pop them all next to each other. You'll have a great collection.
Well, you'll have 15. Yeah, I've not got them in the right order there, have I? There we go. Oh, amazing. Absolutely love them. You can get all three for $28.77. Yeah. If you want to, or you can get any three for that price if you want to choose some of the older ones, but that code there at the bottom will get you all three of the new ones. Okay, Nat.
Are you ready?
Final demo.
Final one.
I'm excited.
So I'm using those birds, and look at this selection.
Ooh.
Adorable, scoreable, duo design paper pad. Again, the same one that we used in the other card, actually. So
What is that cardstock?
We're going to use this one. This is from our adorable scoreable pattern pack. The amazing.
I need to have a see, 'cause I
it's
haven't
got
seen it
bees on
properly.
it. It's got, I can't remember its name. It's something meadow, isn't it? Honey meadow. There we go.
Have you seen anything more perfect?
No,
That
I know.
image?
I was literally like,
Oh my
this one, I knew
goodness.
straight away what I was going to use. So let's cut this down. And I think we're going to do a little bit of a larger card again because they are perfect for your larger cards if you've got cardstock like this that you can really work with. So our card is 7 by 7. I'm going to make this 7, 6 3/4. So we've got a nice white edge because there's a lot of white in this image as well.
Yeah.
So that'll tie it together. And then this little piece here, I'm going to cut down to 7, 6 1/2. So that should sit nicely on there. And then what I'm going to do, and this is from the same sheet, so we're not cutting into other sheets here, is just add a little bit fancy because we've got this really nice border on here. So I thought, what better way than to bring in our lace trim selection. And you've got so many different designs and styles with this. But these are really great because I'm just going to use my tool because I've already got some cardstock in here. And I want to cut this, let this cut beautifully straight away. It cuts just the edge of your card. So you still have a whole sort of sheet, but just with a glorious sort of trimmed edge. So I'll cut this out now.
I'm liking where this
Pesky
is
little
going
bits
already.
of cards. We'll stick this onto here. Now this is a little bit shorter, so we might actually just cut it so it fits nicely.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we'll just cut it where it should be. So some tape, and then this should also fit through our midi.
Everyone is saying the birds are wrens.
Wrens.
That was it, Jenny Wrens, that's what I
Yeah,
can think
they
of.
are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now.
I could not think. Thank you all so much for helping with that.
So let's pop this on our Gemini midi plates, and we'll bring that in and just run this through.
Such a fab little machine, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good. And it cuts out so quickly and so beautifully. Like, paper is notorious,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's tricky,
weird,
isn't it? Because you think it would be better,
but paper is notorious
having
for,
something a little bit thicker helps with the pressure, doesn't it?
for not being able to cut. But look at that.
Word.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Look at that.
So now what I'll do is I'll just use my trimmer just to cut this to size. And it doesn't matter, we can reevaluate where our bits and pieces are going to go. So I think it'll cut to about 6.
Oh, it's gorgeous, that edge, isn't it? I don't think I've seen
Love
these.
it. You haven't?
I don't think so. Are they not that new? Would I have seen them?
It might have been last year,
Well, then I wouldn't have seen them.
but I thought you did. Anyway, they are
it's
such a good
gorgeous.
addition for things like this.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is a little bit too big actually, so what I'm going to do is trim this down to 7.5.
Okay.
Sorry guys. Sorry. So trim this down to 6.5 because we'll just add another layer of that beautiful blue behind here.
Chris is asking, are the main images from the book the same size as the images from the topper sets? They won't be, I don't think, because the toppers are, I don't know, it's quite hard to say without actually getting them out and putting them next to each other.
I don't think they will be.
I wouldn't have thought they would be. If you're wanting to maybe layer the layers onto your toppers.
But you could still definitely use them with cardstock.
You could use the cardstocks, yeah,
like
but
that.
sometimes with the toppers we flip the imagery and we use them in different ways, we crop them differently as well, so it's not always the same, exactly the same image, if that makes sense.
So pop this onto that extra bit of blue that we brought in.
Excuse me.
And then our foam pads.
I
will
like the
come in
back
nice
of that
and
as
handling
well.
here. It's nice, isn't it? This really
Yeah.
nice pattern, and there's so many really nice sort of decadent patterns in this paper pad.
So how useful are these going to be
glorious.
though in your stash? We've already shown how you can match things up so well.
So let's trim, pop this on. And that gives us a nice little edge, but you've still got that super fun finish on the bottom. We're bringing some raffia now. So this is something that we brought to you in January with the stamp
Yeah, it was
launch.
with our Springbird song.
But it's a really cool way to just add more texture, especially when you're doing quite like a nice country theme. I'm going to add a bow, but first of all, I just want to stick it in on my card.
You can open this out as well. We did that when I was in here with the demos.
It's so thick, isn't
we
it?
opened it out and then
There's
sort of
so
folded it back
much.
up, so it was a little bit chunkier.
There's so much that you get in that.
And you could stamp on it. You could do so much with it. Honestly, it's amazing stuff.
We'll just stick that.
Oh, Tracy said she just loves your demos
here.
now.
Thanks, Tracy.
She is rather good, isn't she?
Let's stick that, and it can be a little bit wonky. Oh, I like that little cross that's
Oh, I like that.
happened there. Honestly, some of the best things happen by accident.
Don't they just?
Let's
Looks gorgeous.
trim those down now. And I know that this is as far as we're going to go with sort of layers. So now we can just wedge that back in with some more tape and stick this onto our card blank. And then the fun really starts when we add our Decoupage book topper onto here. And all of those lovely layers. So lifting that up. And we'll stick this onto our 7x7 again.
Oh, nice.
I gave it that nice white edge, so it kept it really fresh and clean.
Yeah.
But it ties in really nicely with this image. And then this one, because it's square, if you're someone that's a bit sort of unsteady with cutting, like we said earlier on, then just use your trimmer.
And you could, if you wanted to, use a die and just cut the circle out.
Yes.
You don't have to use that
yeah,
whole
you don't
square.
need to use the whole square. Let's just turn that around. Bring that up to there. And then I'm just going to, because I'm just a little bit too short there, I'm just going to go in and just trim that a little bit of yellow off.
Diana said that she's got the Gemini Mini.
Yeah.
So she uses it all the time, but I'll have to get the MIDI. I think Mother's Day is
it's
coming
great.
soon. Lol. Definitely pop it on your Mother's Day list.
It's such a good size. I mean, it's the same size as sort of like your Big Shot,
Yeah.
your Gemini Junior, but it's got all the handy features of your Mini. It's so portable,
Yeah.
so small. We love using it here.
We do. We
If
use
we've
it all
not
the
got it in
time.
this room, we've got it on our desks.
Yes.
Oh, what's going on with this one?
Is it being pesky?
Yeah, there we go. So pop this into the top corner here.
Cute.
So you've got that nice imagery, and then we'll bring in our layers. So we already pre-cut these ones for you, because you've seen me do it a couple of times
Yeah.
now. We get the gist of all of that fancy fussy cutting, and then it's just a case of sort of making sure you get it in the right place.
Lovely.
So another one here. And I really like the different shapes we've got in here.
Oh, remind me to show the makes for this one as well afterwards. I forgot to do them before we came. I was just too excited for another demo. So we'll have
There's
a look
some
at the
really
makes.
nice
Yeah,
cards
there are. They're
in this
beautiful.
selection. So we've got, I'm just using 3 layers here, but then there's so many more layers on our little piece that we've got. So let's just bring that in, because what I want to do is utilise some of that actually. I'm going to take my sentiment that I'm going to cut out, and it's going to be a little bird told me, and I just realised that I've just cut out a border, which I'm really annoyed about because I could have used that. So a little bird told me is going to be our sentiment for this card. And then
I still cannot get over how
I'll pop that.
amazing that
in.
cardstock is for this image.
I know. I know. But yeah, too much is going on over
What
there.
about little sideways designer tag?
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
That fits quite nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's quite cute.
Okay. And then what I was going to do is, because we have more birds,
Oh my goodness.
I'm not going to use them on my decoupage, but I'm just going to use them.
Just a little embellishment.
Yeah.
Just see, no
on the
rules.
edge.
We don't do rules here.
It's all down to you and
Yeah,
how sort of
use your-
creative you are feeling.
Yeah, use your layers in your books exactly how you want to.
Get those creative juices flowing. And you can make some really fabulous cards. And if you already have some of our decoupage books, it would be amazing to see what you guys
Oh, definitely.
come up with, because they are so fun to use, aren't they? Let's just pop him so he looks like he's sat. Should we sit him on this little bit of raffia?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Let's pop him on there.
That looks awesome.
And then I think just some yellow gemstones, because that's really going to bring it all to life. So I want some of the bigger strips for that.
Caroline has said that she's, I think that she's new, because she said, I have just started making cards for the first time.
Oh,
How
send us some
exciting,
pictures.
Caroline. She's watching on her phone. And she's at the vets, I think. She's watching on her phone. And Michelle has said, welcome to the craft world. Beware, craft supplies do tend to multiply and take over your house.
It's very
This is true.
A little bit of foam again on that bird, just so he sits nicely. And I'm
Oh, I love this,
just sort of
Natalie.
curving him a little bit so he can just perch on there.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, he's so cute.
And then I think we have to go with pearl gemstones. Oh,
Oh, wow.
straight away they might look really nice.
Yeah.
I wanted the yellow ones, but no.
They're going to
We'll
look
keep it
gorgeous.
classy.
Bring that white in.
Let's go for our trusted 3.
Oh, this is so nice. Who else is loving this card? It's absolutely
Trusted.
gorgeous.
3 on that bit there.
Oh, look at this.
There you go.
Oh, it's beautiful. Isn't it absolutely stunning? Thank you so much, Natalie.
You're welcome.
I love it. You have done some fabulous cards for us, showing us some different ways of using our decoupage books as well. It's just been wonderful. Let's just show you these makes before we run through the last few details for you. Look at this one. This really caught my eye. I thought this was absolutely gorgeous.
It's so nice, isn't it?
Isn't it? Using our Duo Design paper pad and that gorgeous owl. I'll just tip it so you can see the decoupage layers as well. It is absolutely gorgeous. This was another beautiful one by Kirsty. A lovely easel card. Gorgeous, isn't it? And again, look at those decoupage layers. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, the bunnies.
And you said it would be spectacular, and
Oh,
it is.
and it is. Of course it is. Our Alan has got a new pet rabbit, hasn't he?
Yes.
So on Friday, we were having lunch and he was like, oh, it was his girlfriend Kirsty's birthday on Monday. He was like, she wants a rabbit for a birthday. And
Alan is not an animal person.
he's not an animal
We have to
person. And
put
we
that
sort of
out
said,
there.
like, you know, they're fabulous, but, you know, because she wants it in the house. I was like, well, they'll chew through wires. They're a little bit pesky. And he was like, yeah, we're not getting it. So on Tuesday, he was off on Monday because it was a birthday. He came in on Tuesday. I was like, oh, did Kirsty have a nice day? He was like, yeah, we got a rabbit. So it's called Rocco.
It is.
It's very cute though. It is very, very cute. But yeah, he got the rabbit. It's quite funny. We knew she'd win. You know, it's just how it rolls, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, so don't forget our Win It Weekly to be with a chance of winning that fabulous stamping press. I'll put it somewhere. Here we go. We've got 3 to give away on Friday. Tomorrow we'll be announcing 3 winners. So you just need to like, share and comment with your answer to the question. Candy floss was invented by A, a hairdresser, B, a dentist, or C, a magician. TV schedule. Pauline will be with you tomorrow at 7:30 and 12:45 with some core essentials. And next up on Hunky Dory TV, Natalie and Rebecca are back with you tomorrow. Oh my goodness, for Fiver Friday.
Fiver Friday. I love a deal.
Oh
Absolutely
my
love a deal.
words. I'm gutted
so
I'm not
excited.
here.
Fiver Friday.
This sounds awesome.
I know.
Now, the name kind of gives it away. I think there'll be some things that are only a fiver.
The only
How
thing is, though,
exciting.
I'm excited by the prospect. I don't know what products are on this show.
I don't.
I think I'm not gonna look.
Wow, very exciting
I
that
think
will
I'm not
be.
gonna look.
Like a
So when I
little
come in the
surprise.
morning, I'm like, £5.
Fiver Friday.
£5.
Very exciting.
Madness.
So make sure you're here tomorrow at 10 o'clock to see our incredible Fiver Friday deals. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday and we'll see you tomorrow.